Creating the perfect YouTube thumbnail is like playing a game of chess. Each piece plays a crucial role in capturing your viewers' attention and maximizing the clicks. Listen very closely and I'll expose the secret strategy that turns thumbnails into YouTube success stories. Being the front line of the chess game, the pawn acts as the research and design stage of the thumbnail process. Obviously, you should study other well-performing thumbnails, but not from your niche as all those YouTube gurus told you. Instead, find what's worked in other niches and adapt those into yours. By doing this, you'll stand out from all your competitors doing the exact same thing. Picture it like this. Your competitors are chefs, all cooking the same recipes because they follow the same cookbook. You, however, decide to explore recipes from a different cookbook, and as a result, you create a dish that stands out among the repetitive offerings of the other chefs. Using the designs you've found, convert them into multiple ideas. You must make sure that any given person can easily understand your thumbnail in under a single second. Otherwise, back to the drawing board. Now, overlooking the importance of the brainstorming stage can be detrimental, but even with the perfect concept, it's after utilizing all the other pieces that a simple sketch turns into a viral hit. After you've nailed down an idea, allow the bishop to teach you about composition and visual flow within a thumbnail. Just like a skilled chess player doesn't overlook each of their pieces' importance, a good thumbnail creator also must not forget to focus on the composition, considering every element's position and role in the overall design. An example of this being done is in the following thumbnail. Utilizing composition, the creator has managed to highlight the center and focal point within the thumbnail. How? Well, with the use of the diagonal lines across the mountain ranges pointing directly to the main subject, our eyes are naturally drawn and held there, forcing us to take in the story the thumbnail is trying to convey to us. Another useful trick is the rule of thirds. Draw 4 straight lines like this and the guides will apply to almost every good YouTube thumbnail. It's a basic photography trick, but when applied to YouTube thumbnails, it can really upgrade their attractiveness to the eye. Finally, play around with perspective to create intrigue, as an unusual angle can make your thumbnail stand out. For example, an object appearing much larger than a person evokes a sense of wonder and curiosity within your viewers. But even with the perfect composition, there's a single secret that causes the vast majority of thumbnails to underperform and ultimately fail. The rook is often considered one of the simplest yet most powerful pieces on the chessboard. Likewise, in the world of YouTube thumbnails, the art of simplicity can both improve your click-through rate and help you stand out from the crowd. Now, I'm sure you've heard from numerous YouTube gurus out there to keep it simple, but none of them explain how to actually tell a story and capture emotion with such little going on. But before you get there, you first have to understand why simplicity is so important. Look at these 9 thumbnails, all from the same niche, and tell me which one stands out to you. Let me guess, this one caught your attention first, right? Well, in a world where information and overstimulation bombards us from all directions, simplicity is often what stands out the most. Imagine walking into a room filled with vibrant, intricate artwork, each piece competing for your attention. Amidst the chaos, what draws your eye is a simple black mug placed in the corner. Despite lacking color or a vibrant essence at all, this mug somehow stands out to you and draws your attention. It's a phenomenon rooted in human psychology. Our brains are wired to seek patterns and recognize contrast. In a landscape of constant complexity and overstimulation, simplicity acts as a visual and mental relief. It creates a focal point amidst the chaos, a moment of tranquility in the storm. Well, now that you know why it's so important, you're probably wondering how you're supposed to use it the best you can. Well, the best tip I can give you is to just get creative. Let me reiterate, just get creative. Knights on the chessboard move uniquely, and in the world of YouTube thumbnails, they bring creativity and surprise into play. So use your creativity to generate emotion in your viewers and tell them a story. A way you can do this is by using metaphors and symbolic imagery, but it's not as difficult as it sounds. For example, a broken chain can represent freedom or escape. Or for instance, if your video discusses innovative gardening techniques, you could show a plant growing out of a light bulb. The use of a light bulb immediately captures the theme of innovation and also directly ties it back to your specific niche. It's all about conveying some sort of emotion in your viewer, and the more you amplify this, the more likely they are to click. Take a look at these 3 thumbnails. Each of them evoke a different, powerful emotion. In the first thumbnail, the creator is creative in the way he uses shadows to act as prison bars, building the emotion of fear inside the viewer as no one wants to be trapped. Also, the use of prison bars representing the theme of being trapped goes on what I was saying about metaphors earlier. The second thumbnail, made by the same creator, evokes curiosity curiosity. The title of the video directly contradicts the thumbnail, as most people assume reading is beneficial in the world of self-improvement, so the contradictory generates curiosity. And for the third, now this thumbnail evokes the emotion of excitement, as well, who doesn't want to see 456 people fight to the death for money, am I right? But now, even after all of that, I'm still yet to teach you the most important thing about thumbnails. So buckle up, listen closely, and yeah, in the game of chess, the queen is the most powerful piece, and in the realm of YouTube thumbnails, mastering the use of color theory and contrast is like attacking with your queen. It brings all the elements together and elevates the impact of your thumbnail to its maximum potential. First of all, color plays a pivotal role in setting the mood and attracting attention. For example, using complementary colors, which are colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, like blue and red as seen in this thumbnail, creates a vibrant contrast that's instantly eye-catching. But I'm sure you already know about complementary colors and contrast in brightness and saturation, so let's talk about how you can use dynamic contrast, which is not just contrast in colors and stuff, but also in themes. For example, going back to the innovative gardening techniques niche from earlier, you can contrast nature with technology, creating a thumbnail that shows a lush green forest on one side and a metallic robot hand reaching into it from the other side. This contrast between the natural world and advanced technology is immediately eye-catching and suggests a narrative about the intersection of these two realms. But contrast isn't even limited to themes. It expands much further, like contrast in emotion, scale, complexity, even perspectives, and many more. Okay, now sure, in theory you now know how to create the perfect thumbnail, but that's not all there is to it. The king in chess is the most crucial piece, the one that holds the game together. In the realm of YouTube thumbnails, your title serves a similar purpose. Well, kind of. It's not just about having an appealing thumbnail and a neat title to go with it. The title must complement it to create a powerful story that drives the viewers to click and actually watch your video. Your thumbnail may draw the viewer's eye, but your title's what delivers the final persuasion. A big and common mistake to avoid with titles is repeating information from the thumbnail and vice versa. The title of your video should give more information to the viewer than simply repeating what's given to them by the thumbnail. A good way to use this is to consider how a strong title interacts with your thumbnail. If your thumbnail evokes curiosity, your title should answer just enough to entice viewers into watching. If your thumbnail creates excitement, your title should amplify that feeling. The synchronization of the visual and textual elements is what makes your content irresistible. So just as the king in chess requires protection and strategy, your title needs very careful consideration and alignment with your thumbnail, because these two working together can form a powerful duo that can really destroy the algorithm. But even after all of that, every winning chess game has its share of unpredictable moves. Likewise, the most successful thumbnails are those that defy expectations, like finding a rose thriving in the desert. Be that rose.